Are you a perimenopausal woman who is struggling with gum or tooth pain? This is one of the many symptoms of perimenopause. Now you're probably asking, why would my gum or my teeth hurt? It has nothing to do with estrogen. And actually it does. So again, we have estrogen receptors in every organ system, in every area in our body. And our mouth is one of those areas. So believe it or not, estrogen does play an integral role in our oral health. So for example, if you're having tooth or gum pain, it could be because we know that estrogen, as estrogen levels decrease, what happens is our body is in a more inflammatory state. And so when our body is in a more inflammatory state, this can actually favor the harmful inflammatory bacteria that are in our mouth. So as we know, our mouth does have its own unique microbiome. Anytime there's inflammation in any part of the body, that inflammation is going to affect the microbiome wherever it is. So whether it's the skin, the gut, wherever that microbiome is, it's going to be affected. So when we are more inflammatory, or we're not flossing, or we're eating a lot of sugar-rich foods, in addition to the fact that the estrogen levels are going down, we are feeding the more harmful or the opportunistic bacteria in our mouths. So some important things to think of is to also think about the fact that it's important to make sure that you're going to your yearly dental visits or your annual dental visits, and making sure you're talking with your dentist and letting them know of any concerns that you may have. Most of them are not aware of the perimenopausal changes that affect the mouth. So if you find a dentist who is on top of that, wonderful. But for the most part, you may have to let them know. But the best thing to do is to make sure that you are doing what you can do to promote good and healthy oral health. So again, making sure that you're flossing, which we all know, making sure you're brushing anytime you're eating something acidic or sweet or sugary, so you can just get those acids rinse those acids out of your mouth, and these acids help break down the tooth enamel and also feed those opportunistic bacteria. Making sure that you are supplementing with vitamin D, vitamin K2, calcium, and magnesium, because this is also important. We have to remember that the teeth are in our jaw, and our jaw is a bone, right? So if you have decreased bone density in your jaw, it's going to affect whether or not you have pain in your teeth or in your jaw. So it's important to make sure that you're supplementing, that you're eating fiber-rich foods that feed the beneficial bacteria. You're going for your cleanings, and then you're making sure that you're talking with your dentist about any issues that you may see early so it can be addressed. But again, making sure that you are taking care of your dental health is important, especially during this transition, and especially into menopause. So when you're postmenopausal, because a lot of people underestimate the actions that you can take during perimenopause that will actually set you up for a healthier, more successful menopause. So if you've learned something new, don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to also share with a friend, and then subscribe.